Hello, welcome everyone to World GBC's Net Zero Solutions Around the World in 24 hours. My name is Cristina Gamboa and I am the CEO of the World Green Building Council. As part of World GBC's strategy, Sustainable Buildings for Everyone Everywhere, it is the goal of our global network that by 2030, all new buildings will be net zero operational carbon. And all those new buildings, infrastructure, and renovations will have 40% less embodied carbon with significant upfront carbon reductions. To meet these targets and to align the built environment to decarbonize and contribute to net zero goals by 2050 and keep the 1.5 degree scenario future within reach, we need to start acting today. And the question is, how long do we have to meet our 2030 net zero goal? How many 24 hours do we have? So the answer is 3,000 hours. So we're here to use the next 24 hours to share progress from our industry, learn best practice from one another, and of course, continue to discover what still needs to be done in order to achieve this goal together. To do this, we need, of course, deep cross-sector collaboration. At COP26, we saw that. We saw progress in cities, regions, and built environment day in November 2021. It was spearheaded by World GBC alongside the Building to COP Coalition, the UK government, and the high-level climate champions. On that day, we saw that the private sector, government, and civil society representatives aligned to tackle the challenge to decarbonize the built environment. And together we powered over 130 events across the 2 weeks at COP. We also saw announcements, actually 26, initiatives that continue along this path and this journey. Importantly, the Glasgow Climate Pact, for the first time, explicitly calls on countries to rapidly scale up the deployment of energy efficiency measures, which we know are critical for the built environment to transform into a climate solution. We also witnessed at COP26 some increased government action in terms of the number of countries who are mentioning buildings in their nationally determined contributions or their roadmaps for climate action to meet the Paris Agreement. So there has been movement on the policy side, but to really move and go further faster, we have to match the level of ambition that industry is showing. So at World GBC, we're committed to elevating the built environment as a critical climate solution. We will continue to campaign into COP27 in Africa because it's a great opportunity to continue to provide, let's say, engagement opportunities and transform a continent into low carbon and sustainable development pathways for growth. Not only are our urban environments around the world undergoing unprecedented and rapid change due to the climate crisis, we also continue to feel the impacts of COVID-19, mass migration, ongoing conflicts, food insecurity, climate change has a role in that, and of course, demographic shifts, great growth in population worldwide. So the ability of our places, of the urban places where we're living as a majority, as humanity, we need to adapt to the current, let's say, challenges, but also be, let's say, in a space where we are prepared for the future and the changes and the possible crises that will shape the economic future and the livelihoods of billions. And to address these challenges, we know we can also turn them into opportunities, and they are here with us today. In the past, technological or financial barriers may have prevented the built environment from implementing net zero measures or renovations. But now we know efficient buildings are one of the biggest investment opportunities, a low-hanging fruit, worth an estimated 24.7 trillion by 2030 in emerging markets alone. So we need to unlock that at pace, in scale, with urgency. And in our Beyond the Business Case report that we launched also at COP26, we demonstrated the value proposition of why sustainable built environments make sense now. It's not only financial, it's a social value, and it's, of course, what we've also said for a long time, the right thing to do. But now we know we can pursue higher ambitions. Net zero is attainable, and it can make a huge difference for everything we need to meet in terms of the challenges we face collectively. As some of you might already know, this event and the conversations happening are, let's say, uh, related to a very, very important occasion. 2022 marks 20 years of World GBC and our global network of green building councils. And to coincide with these celebrations, our Asia Pacific Regional Network is hosting a 2022 festival. So we will see each month from June to November events focusing on different themes of the built environment. And this 24 hours of net zero kicks off that festival. In June, World GBC is also hosting the World GBC Plus 20 Leadership Summit and a business forum, a global solutions forum. So we will meet up in London in the context of London Climate Action Week from the 27th of June to the 1st of July. And we invite you to join progressive leaders, reconnect with change makers, discover solutions, and of course, celebrate our collective accomplishments. I hope that we can continue to share insights and accelerate the much needed decarbonization and sustainability in the built environment worldwide. So I think I want to open this global stage for those solutions to achieve our common vision. A big thank you to all our partners, in particular the Corporate Advisory Board, regional sponsors, the Asia Pacific Network Festival partners for joining us today. Your leadership towards advancing net zero is really much appreciated. And of course, that of the leading green building councils that said yes, contributing to their net zero solutions in this 24-hour event. The world is really craving for collaborative, viable, and practical solutions to decarbonizing our sector, which is why I'm so pleased to announce that during this week, we will also launch the Asia Pacific Net Zero Readiness Framework. Their framework outlines 5 concepts to achieve net zero in Asia Pacific, including government leadership, technical solutions and approaches, finance, data, and of course, mindset. So let's do the click. And before that, buckle up your seatbelts because we are set off on a net zero tour around the world. Thank you, and over to you, Victoria and Matt.